Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat for Halloween. Better give a treat that's good to eat if you want to keep life serene.
Welcome everyone to Breakfast at Wolferman's Bakery. I'm Francesco Bellato, and today we're getting into the Halloween spirit. See what I did there? And sharing a few ideas on how to be the Ghost-ess with the Mostest. So grab your favorite cup of morning blend and join along in the conversation by commenting below. Okay, so today we have two very, very special guests. Kind people are her kind of people. She's the author of Your Fully Charged Life, editor-in-chief of Women's Day magazine, co-host of Off the Gram podcast, and on-air personality, not to mention the ultimate life hacker. It's Meaghan Murphy. Thanks for joining us, Meaghan.
Yay! I like Ghost-ess with the Mostest.
Yes! That is you. And also here is the writer and owner of Macheesmo.com, Nick Evans. Nick has been creating recipes for home cooks for over 12 years and has published an outstanding nationally released cookbook named Love Your Leftovers. I love that. Thanks for joining us, Nick.
No problem. Hey, Francesco, how's it going?
Doing well, thanks. So since we're talking about Halloween, another quick question, I'm just curious. I see, Meaghan, you're dressed as a cute little witch today. Has anyone ever dressed up in a favorite costume for breakfast with your family, whether you were younger or now with your children?
I went to the gym as a slice of pizza last year. Or maybe it was pre-pandemic, something the year before, but I dressed up like as a slice of pizza, and I did Pilates as a slice of pizza. And I have to say, driving home in a pizza costume at 6 in the morning was pretty epic.
That sounds pretty epic. How about you, Nick?
The only thing, my daughter loves dressing up. She's almost 5 years old, and we have like a dress-up bin in a playroom upstairs. And sometimes for breakfast, she'll come down and just like, I mean, who knows what she's going to be. She's been in like a unicorn phase. So there's lots of unicorns coming down the stairs, different dresses and unicorn outfits every day. So it's fun to see her mosey down the stairs every day in a different unicorn outfit.
I miss the unicorn days.
Yeah.
I know they're short-lived, but I'm really enjoying them right now.
And what about costume fails? I know for me, when I was a little boy growing up, maybe I was 5 years old, I wanted to be a Dracula. So my mom got the little makeup out, painted my face almost too realistic, went to the mirror. I started crying and I said, get it off me, I don't want to be this. And she goes, fine, what do you want to be? You know, I said, I want to be a clown now. I want to be something happy. So she redoes my makeup, does the clown. I go into the mirror, I cry again. I'm like, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be this. And I had a party to go to. So she drives me to the 5 and dime store and she's like, all right, pick out a costume. So I got one of those plastic Mork from Mork and Mindy costumes, and I was fine. So that was my fail. Did you have any fails growing up or even with your kids now where a costume just went totally south?
I can remember my mom was crafty, and I think that's where I get my craftiness from, but she tried to paper mache E.T. and it was a complete disaster. So she just said, you're E.T.'s cousin. You go, you're E.T.'s cousin. And I actually won first prize in the costume contest. It was like second grade, Mr. Krepke's class. I'll never forget it. I was E.T.'s cousin because my mom could not hack E.T. out of paper mache.
I wanted to be, when I was a kid, I remember I wanted to be Terminator. That was like the big costume of the year. And it came with this like fake, like scar. I don't know if you remember, but Arnold Schwarzenegger had this like awesome scar on his face in the movie that had like metal under it. And so they gave you all these parts to do it, but you had to be a professional makeup artist to like make it happen. And so my mom tried to like glue this stuff on my face, and it looked so terrible. It did not look any, and also I was not like Arnold Schwarzenegger, so it didn't work out. I did not look like Terminator.
That's pretty good. Viewers, if you're watching us at home or at work, please chime in with your favorite Halloween fails or favorite Halloween memories as well in the comments below. It's just fun to share a story with each other. So Meaghan, let's talk about getting more in the mood and the spirit when it comes to decorating for Halloween. You know, it's great to host a brunch or even a breakfast with family or friends any time of the year, setting the table, getting the centerpieces situated. But when it comes to Halloween, right, what's a fun and creative floral centerpiece that we could all easily display on our kitchen tables or dining rooms?
I'm super excited about this one because I like to think of my house as Halloween headquarters, and there's literally no surface undecorated. This is the most spooktacular time of year. My birthday's coming up, so I go a little crazy. And I'm going to show you one of my favorite arrangements. So what I do, it's a vase within a vase. So you're going to take one vessel that's round, and then you're going to have a second vessel inside of it. So I've already put the water in it. And if you don't have flour food, a little hack is you can just use a packet of sugar. And I like to put a penny in my water for good measure, because they say the copper has antimicrobial properties. So my flours last a long time. I think those two little tricks do help quite a bit. Okay, so I've got my vessel within a vessel. And now it's all about candy. I like to play with food. And so we're going to line this with candy corns, which I think just look like little fangs. We did a pumpkin with them, and they look like little Dracula fangs. But we're going to decorate, fill the bottom with these candy corns. And I tell my kids they're fake so that they don't try to get hands in and eat them. But the key, ooh, noisy. Oops, I got one in the water. That's okay. The sugar's flour food, right? And I just love the color of candy corns. Like, what's better than orange, Francesco? Nothing. It's my favorite color. And I just think candy corns are so pretty with that little bit of color. Okay, so you line the bottom of your dish with that burst of happy color. And then, ooh, what's in my trick bag? Marshmallow Ghosts. Those are going to be the next layer of fun. So I'm going to take my little marshmallow treats and I'm going to line the vessel all around with my little ghosts. Aren't they beautiful? And here we go. So we have created this ultimate vase. The only thing left is to arrange the flowers. And I got the most beautiful delivery from 1-800-Flowers. I'm going to cut them up and do a little arranging for you. I love these. These are gold spray painted berries. How fabulous is that? I always feel like a little touch of metallic elevates any kind of bouquet or any kind of look, especially with Halloween. You like just those little pops of metallic really make it feel like next level special. And of course, I love working with clippers. I actually keep a pair of clippers in my kitchen. It's because I'm always arranging flowers. I have a little rule on Mondays. I always buy myself flowers. You need to fill your house with the mood magic of flowers. There's actual stress busting properties. But I usually line the base with sort of my repetitive piece, right? So creating a little bit of base with those. And then these I thought were really gorgeous. And I don't know the name of them because I quit the garden club. But how
Ostramarium.
What are they?
Ostramarium.
Of course you know. This is why I love you, Francesca. And I'm just putting a little in here. And the thing about flowers is there's no wrong way to do it. I think odd numbers of things are usually even better. See what I did there? And I like to just sort of mess around and fill it in, playing. I've got some pretty roses and I cut them on the bias. Now, the more you change the water, the longer your flowers will last. I've got 3 kids, so I don't change it often, right? I'm not really built for that kind of extra work. But if you change your water regularly, they'll last even longer.
That's beautiful.
This would have taken me an hour to do, Megan. This is awesome.
Really? So then you can, I mean, I play. I will like walk by my arrangements and keep adding and moving, because to me, it's like a meditation. It's like some people do puzzles or knit. I arrange flowers. Look how pretty that looks. And it's so simple to do, but it has that wow factor when people come over and they're like, what? That is so magical. And you know, it's funny. I had a friend that was going through a tough time, and I brought the kit to recreate this herself as a project with a little picture of the completed thing. And she was so grateful. It's even fun to be able to give a kit like that and say, here's a great project idea.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's a beautiful centerpiece for brunch, for breakfast, and it takes you all the way through the dinner. And if you're having a party, it's a perfect conversation piece to sort of pick around and talk around. And I guess you could probably even get one of these little like glow sticks, right? And stick it in the water in the middle for at the nighttime and make it fun.
Oh, Francesca with the good ideas, always. I was thinking of some witches brooms from it, because I'm feeling very witchy, I think. I think it's my headbands having an impact. But I was thinking of doing some little brooms because I also love a cinnamon broom. That smell just to like carry through the house is so amazing. Oh, but I've got my pumpkin candle too, which I've been like lighting on repeat because you cannot have enough pumpkin scent in the house.
That is true. That is very true. Meaghan, that's beautiful, as you said, right? It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. It's spooktacular. Any other like little quick hack ideas you have when it comes to hosting? Is there like a food presentation hack you like to just use as a go-to, or a quick mocktail recipe that just sort of,
Sure. Well, we do. Okay, so one of my favorite Halloween entertaining ideas is I love to take gloves, like a plastic non-powdered lined glove, and I fill them with water and I make giant hand ice cubes. Then I submerge them in my punch bowl for a handy Halloween punch.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. That's a great.
They come out really, really like it's like a giant ice hand, and then I float them in my punch. And listen, my punch is super simple. It's like some lemon lime soda and some sorbet, like old school 1970s style. But when you have that floating hand, I mean, it could be anything, and people are like, "That's amazing!"
Amazing, yeah. Another great thing to have on hand for a Halloween themed brunch or something, some other party you're having.
It's crazy how many uses there are for plastic gloves. I also fill them with popcorn and put a spider ring on them with candy corn nails. Amazing.
Wow, I just bring them to the hotels to stay clean. So now I have another use as well. That's awesome. And to anyone watching, please let us know what your little Halloween hacks are as well. We'd love to learn from you in the comments below. Now, Nick, we've talked about centerpieces and some great punch ideas there. I hear you have a recipe on hand that is perfect for this time of year called Vampire Fang Muffins. Tell us a little bit about this. I'm really intrigued.
Yeah, sure. So I've been messing around with some fun recipes that involve English muffins. I want to show you really quick one I just came up with. This is not the recipe I'm demoing. This is a surprise. Surprise. Check these out, Francesca. They're English muffin pizzas that you turn into little mummies. So I use some Gouda cheese that Harry and David sent me with little green olives for the eyes. And you buy the little mini pepperonis that are real tiny and you can make a little smile. So those are cute. That's just an idea. So I've been like just totally going crazy in the kitchen here. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're making Vampire Fang English muffins. And so to start, you wanna start with a toasted muffin. So I have a toasted muffin here. And I am just going to cut it in half. And it's when you cut a muffin in half like this, it kind of looks like a mouth if you fold it over. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to you have two options. We're going to kind of make like a bloody, scary mouth here. And so you have two options. Option one is a cream cheese frosting that I made. So this is just cream cheese, butter, and some powdered sugar, and you put red food coloring in it and whip it all together, and it's beautiful. If you are serving this maybe to children like mine that are like go nuts if they have sugar before noon, you can just mix red food coloring with some cream cheese, and that gives you the same kind of vibe to it. But the frosting will be a little easier to spread. So I'm going to use the frosting, and it's kind of like a treat. And you just need a little bit on both sides to kind of act as glue for the next step. So this is my bottom row of teeth. And then this is my top row. And then what we're gonna do is take some of these mini marshmallows, the really tiny ones, and we're gonna just go around on the bottom and make like a little row of teeth. You'll see how this looks here. Oh. Go around. You kind of get how this is gonna go, huh?
Totally doing that. I might do that when we get off of this call.
It's pretty fun. Now for the top, what I like to try to do is make fangs. So you have two options here to make some fangs for your vampire teeth. You can use toothpicks if you want. And what I like to do is just break them in half and then put a few little marshmallows on an end so that you can make kind of a longer fang situation there. Or if you are worried about stabbing your children with a toothpick, like I am, you can also get these little candy sticks.
Mm.
And if you snap off an edge of one, you can actually use these also. And so then what you want to do is you take your top half of your muffin and put your little fangs in there like that. So you can kind of see. So there's your top half, right? And then when you put them together, you have this spooky vampire situation.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness, that is so good. That is
It's
so
cute.
good.
Yeah, it's really cute. So, and it also happens to be delicious. So it's got a beautiful English muffin. You can use cream cheese or frosting, and it's just kind of a fun, like if your kids come down the stairs and see this, they'll be like, "What? You made vampires for breakfast?" So it's kind of a fun one. So yeah, so that's the idea. I hope you're able to give it a shot, and yeah, have
That's
a
pretty awesome.
I
beautiful
want to
morning,
sink
I
my
guess. Huh?
teeth into that.
That's pretty cool. And I guess you could probably even use some of Megan's candy corn to do the fangs too, if you weren't so crafty.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, candy corns make
Oh,
good fangs.
totally.
Can I
Yeah,
just
you
say
could
I
do that.
housed my, I didn't know if I was supposed to be eating, but I just housed my English muffin because it was gluten-free and I couldn't believe it.
I'm getting hungry, so I took a bite too. So
I'm having my scone today, but I think I'm gonna bust out my my muffin soon and try to make that. And I applaud you for that creativity. That's pretty amazing. It's simple, but so
thanks.
impressive, you know? I guess you must make Halloween really fun for your family then. They must really appreciate some of these extra steps that both of you are doing.
We try to. Halloween is a big deal here. It's always fun when you have the kids running around and different costumes and lots of treats, and yeah, it's super fun.
Definitely. And for everyone watching too, let us know what some of your favorite Halloween styled food presentations are. If you have any tips and tricks there, we always love to hear them and see them and share in the conversation. Okay, Megan and Nick, let's have a little bit more fun here. Speaking of Halloween, maybe do a little quick fire sort of a game. Are you guys willing to hang around a few more minutes?
I like
Sure.
fun.
Yeah. Sure. I like games.
All right, here we go. Favorite Halloween movie?
Oh my gosh. That's a good call. Maybe Teen Wolf, does that count?
It's a great one. Yeah, Teen Wolferman's. Yeah.
Okay, Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. Okay, how about you, Nick?
Ernest's Halloween.
Oh,
Do you remember that movie? Do you remember the Ernest?
But wow,
There's a Halloween one that's good.
just blew my mind with that one. Favorite Halloween character: a mummy, a skull, a spider, Frankenstein, etc., etc.
Oh my gosh, it's a mummy, and I just got a 5-foot mummy balloon that I made out with in the grocery store, and like couldn't not bring him home, even though they needed to price check him, and I was like 3 minutes late for pickup.
I saw that on your
Like go get him and show you because he's amazing.
Yeah, I saw that on your Instagram a couple of days ago, or maybe it was a week or two ago now. And how about you, Nick?
Has to be a werewolf. Love werewolves.
Yes, I know the werewolf definitely gets me as well. When you were a kid, when you were trick-or-treating as a kid, I should say, did you use a pillowcase, a DIY decorated like grocery bag, or one of those plastic pumpkins to haul home your loot?
Definitely pillowcase.
Yeah.
Definitely pillowcase. You could fit more. It was sturdier. Like that was the move.
Yep.
I feel like I used one of those sturdy construction trash bags. Same idea, something large that you can throw over your shoulder.
I don't remember when I was really young what I hauled around, but I know when I got into my like 10 to 11 to 12-year-old phase of trick-or-treating, I had a paper route, and that paper bag that had the cross strap was really big. I used that, and I think one year I actually went as a paper boy because it was just it all kind of made sense.
That's a pro move.
I should have collected that day with the stamps. Maybe I would have gotten tips instead of candy. Favorite type of trick-or-treat candy? Do you like chocolates, fruity sour things, or those hard little sucker mabobs?
Peanut butter and chocolate.
Same.
Some kind of sour, salty candy.
Yeah. Cool. Well, on that sweet note, I want to thank you both for joining today, and thanks to everyone watching. We hope we put you in the Halloween spirit of things. Please tune into our next episode in November. Hint, you'll be thankful you did. That's right. It's our Thanksgiving show. Till then, take some time for breakfast. Take some time to care for yourself, and for each other. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thanks, Francisco.
Thank you.
Boo.